Ooh, this is down further. All right, hello everybody. Hello Miss Lux, hello Johnny, hello Alhuno, hello Justin, hello Neary, hello Boss Dude, hello Lex, hello Xenos. Losers, baby, we're losers. It's okay to go duck, dick, sucking hole. Hello Blue. Thank you, wife. All right. So, fun fact, I don't have something set up because I was going to stream in Meld today, but then Meld had crackly audio and I could not figure out why the fuck it did that. And now I got annoyed. Okay, so let me grab something. What? Johnny's fault, probably, yes. I do have a light on, thank you. I have to fix this. We gotta add that back and we gotta change this to 75. And we're gonna call it Bacon Sub Goal.
Jesus Christ.
How many minutes do we got?
And of course it says
Hi, Black Kitty.
none. Hey Tunka, welcome in. How are you? I don't know how to fix that on here. Add one. There we go. All right. Oop, save. All right, that is that for now. So, it is February. We do have the start of the sub goals for the month, which is if we hit 75, I eat 2 slices of bacon, which is gross. And if Johnny and I both hit 100 subs, we will do the 1 chip challenge. Get that out of your mouth. Yeah. So if Johnny and I both hit 100 in the month of February, we will do the 1 chip challenge. When we are playing Ghostly Whiskers. Should we hit that? So yeah. So I'm still doing the bean for every sub, but also for the month of February, all my subs get a name on one of my I made. So we got pink, white, which is like the sturdiest because it's just normal cardstock, and then red construction paper. So I painted or I colored some of the white cardstocks red. So what? Tell me what color you want your name on and what color you want me to write it in because I also have a shit ton of markers. Like I'm not kidding. Pink with black letters. I got you. With the red back. No, I don't want that one. No, I don't want that one. And these are all going. Oh no, it fell down. These will all go right over here when it's done. I have to add more tape. That was the end of a roll. I don't know. I don't know what connection it would be, Johnny, because it's wireless. I don't know what to tell you. And then technology. Fuck.
You were close.
It's doing it for you too. Y'all, I really have no idea. I don't know. Like, technology's been really weird. I've been having crackling audio in meld. I don't see. Hang on. I had issues with OBS even recognizing my headset. Like I don't know what more to give you right now. Like I don't know what to tell you other than it is what it is. Like thank you for letting me know. I just don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, big guy. You gotta start listening to me though. Or we're gonna have problems too. I'm not even kidding.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I can't get my marker back in the box. Fuck it. Alright, so we got a wife's name. But not only that, we also have wife! Oop, upside down. Wife! Nope, that was right. Wife!
That's a bite.
And the way that I'm connecting these chains is go.
Bite.
Well, I did it on all sides. Like I did it here, I did it on the inside, I did it on that inside, I did it on that. But you just connect them right on this line. I have a cute little pink. Look at my little stapler. Look at my little stapler.
Oh, not your staple. Oh, that's a staple. Oh, then I can play.
Probably because I tried meld again after rebooting my computer and
Mom, 9 more minutes.
shut it down and then tried
Mom,
OBS.
9 more minutes.
9 more minutes, yes. And I have a cute little tape.
Mom, can I play one?
Are you gonna listen to me and not chew on anything? Then yes. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put that right here. Okay. Let me just see one more thing. See if meld for some reason is on in the background. It shouldn't be, but who fucking knows? Da, 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 da. Okay, Epic, you can go away. Thank you. Yeah, it's not even in the background. I don't know. I have also its own may just be a little crackly. Bean, I forgot bean. Sriracha!
Mom, can I spin
Next time you can spin, okay?
this one?
Next time you can spin, okay? Hello, Miss Nix.
No, just kidding.
I'll push you.
Oh, that's on
There's no surviving this one.
Right. So
Damn it.
today
Raging scene.
we
Oh
are
my
starting
god.
with
Where is she?
a demo called After the Wane. I do want to thank Mooncat Games for sending me this via email. Please stop, big guy, please. Okay? Just please. Settle your butt down. And stop. When you're done drinking, put that back in the cup holder, please.
I've never done that. Daddy,
Um,
this mom
so this demo should only take about 15 to 20 minutes. Hopefully it runs okay on my computer. He's behaved all day until like 2 hours ago.
1 hour,
No, it's been like 2 hours that you have not been behaving.
8 hours.
Stop, please. But anyway. Hey, Darth. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the lurk, Miss Nix. This game is the way they described it. I think was more like a graphic novel that you get to play along with. Um, but it centers around a dancer who is pulled between two different dance companies, and I'm just like, yes, please. And there was a cat. There was a cat in the picture, and I was like, I'm sold on just the cat. So let's try this demo out, and then we will be switching over to my PlayStation, where we will be playing Cat from Hell 1 and 2. Which, thank you to Keymailer for that.
10, 6,
5, 6, 7, 8, you leap.
5, 6, 7, 8. This is mommy.
Almost every morning for years, you repeated this sequence of movements. But your world is about to completely change. Everything that happened before was simply a rehearsal for what is about to happen. Oh, I'm sorry, Darth. I was sick all weekend. You glimpse the many variations. You know the steps, glissades, demi-pliés, enchâssés, and yet your feet seek out the warmth of familiar tracks. You imagine them, left by a mother you never knew. Before you, an inescapable chasm. Ooh, spread our wings or put down our
Put
roots.
mom in it. I'll take it.
Let's spread our wings. You spread your wings. Why hesitate? You're ready to fly. You are alone, but you soar above. Here, nobody can reach you. A page turns. A grand jeté. A fleeting moment before the inevitable plunge. I want to see Johnny play this just so that he has to read all of this.
Mom, I hope he gets the 6:30 and I can play.
In this life that is about to begin. Prologue. Bar. You've just finished your daily exercises when there's a knock on the bedroom door. 3 weeks. 3 weeks without access to a bar where you've had to make do with the back of a chair, which is far from ideal. 3 weeks scouring the city trying to find a place somewhere, then as the panic sets in, anywhere. You know that on the other side of the door, Andrea, your landlady, probably wants to offer you a cup of tea again. 'Cause it's funny to hear you try and pronounce things, Johnny. You managed to dodge her yesterday and the day before, but sooner or later you'll have to give in to her request, which isn't exactly unreasonable. That too. Also, hi, Mellums! How are you, Mellums? Up until this week, she'd left you alone, probably because the other rooms had been occupied by a stream of tourists visiting the city. We're not yet at the stage where she'd come into the bedroom uninvited. If you ignore her, she'll probably go away. Let's play dead. You hold your breath for a few seconds. There's another round of hesitant knocks on the wooden door, then you hear dragging footsteps moving away. You can almost feel Andrea's disappointment in her gait, but you can't bear the inevitable interrogation you'll be inflicting on yourself if you accept the invitation. In a minute, big guy, please. You wait a few more minutes to be on the safe side, then you tiptoe your way through the boarding house corridors. You let out a sigh of relief as you reach the street. You're glad to be out of Aurelia's aunt's house. The heavy atmosphere there is starting to get on your nerves. Okay, big guy, yes, you can play. The heavy... Okay, why is this a yes? Yes, that and my finances. I thought I'd be fine for a few months with what I'd saved up and the last of Memi's money. Okay, big guy. I didn't realize that day-to-day life in a big city would be so expensive. The price of a room is fairly reasonable, but having to eat out for every meal is costing me a packet. Packet? Packet of what? I really have to be careful. It feels like my savings are evaporating before my eyes. I'll have to... What's the matter? I don't know. I felt something. Something familiar and strange. It's intriguing. You want to know more? Follow our intuition. Oh, that changed. That changed color. You start walking again, faster, weaving through the tangle of little streets so characteristic of this part of the city. The rain, which had only threatened until now, begins to pelt down. You huddle beneath your umbrella, determined to find the source of the strange sensation. Your steps take you, with a hook to the left and an about-face to the right, toward the heart of the city, with an inexplicable sense of déjà vu. But this is an area you've never set foot in before. It's so far from the theaters and from the main thoroughfares that join the bridges. There's a guy sheltering in a doorway on your right. He's watching you with disturbing insistence. If the way he holds himself and his general look left any room for doubt, the fact that he's wearing a leotard makes it unmistakable. He's a dancer. Ooh, should we approach him or move on? Ooh. Ooh. There's a Trevenant in chat. Catch that Pokemon. Trevenant? Trevenant. Trevenant. Hi, Sai. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you're having a good day. Have fun. I hope you're having fun painting miniatures of Johnny and burning them. Melon's told me about that. We'll
If you
approach him.
touch the bush, you explode.
Don't touch the
Alright.
bush.
And that bush had legs. So that means there was a bush atop the legs. Alright? I don't need a bat, I need a razor.
The machete. I don't know why, but that mustache just makes you look creepy, dude. Hello? Hi, puppet. Can I help you? That's a peculiar way to strike up a conversation. Are you a dancer? I can see I can't get a thing past you. Yes, I'm a dancer. You try to peep behind him, but the room is shadowy. You can't make much out.
You were close.
This is reminding me of like a less traumatic, so far, version of Slay the Princess. Just slightly less traumatic, at least so far. Uh-huh. Still, it looks a lot like a theater foyer. Or foyer. In the foyer. And do you dance here? I missed what that bottom one said. I'm a dancer, and you're not hiring by any chance? Ah, I suppose you just arrived in town. It's funny that you found this place by chance. That doesn't happen often. I kind of wish the bottom part would pop up after I click or at the same time as this, because I've been clicking and it just disappears. Although that could just be my mouse being twitchy too. It's been twitchy today. However, I'm sorry, but I need to get back. Should we be bitchy or should we forget about it? Thank you for the hug, Fubar. I hug you back. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you're having a good Monday. I hope everyone's having a good Monday, or at least a Monday that's not Mondaying. And mine is Mondaying.
God, Jesus, Christmas!
I'm enjoying the music with that.
God.
Wait, are you sure? Really, I'm just asking for an audition. No, I'm sorry. Our director is very strict about hiring. He hesitates for a moment before he adds, look, we're putting a new show together soon. Come back in about 10 days. You'll get your chance then. However, I really do have to get back. He starts to close the door. Wait! How do I find out about the auditions? The theater's called The Outpost. Okay. That's all I can tell you. You'll have to figure it out. The Outpost? You seem surprised by the mention of this rather odd theater name. Unless, does it remind you of something? Go on, scram, please. I've already said too much. If I get caught, my ass is on the line. Oh no, not the ass. This time he closes the door and you hear the click of the lock. Rude. You go back up the road, unsure what to think of the exchange. It's weird. It feels like it comes from this place. Well, you'll have to remember the way. The rain hammers down. You need to find somewhere to take shelter if you don't want to be completely soaked. Your little umbrella isn't enough to protect you. There's the kitty! Here's the kitty. It was this kitty. Look at the kitty. Oh my god, it's the kitty. Sorry. You dash inside the first cafe that looks open. Before realizing your mistake, the cafe, which is in fact a pizzeria, is not open at all. Metallic noises mingled with Italian expletives come from the kitchen. You're about to turn back when a pretty tabby cat rubs itself up against your legs with a plaintive meow. I want to try and pet it. Pet the kitty! You bend down to pet it. The creature rubs its head against your hand, purring emphatically. We pet the kitty. Hello. I see you've met Fangio. Fangio. Fangio? Probably Fangio. We haven't been able to get rid of him since my sister started feeding him. You hear about the ad, right? Take a seat. Enzo, there's someone here about the ad. ¿Qué cosa? Someone for the ad? A middle-aged man rigged out in a ponytail and Hawaiian shirt enters the room clutching a wrench. Did we post the ad? I don't know. Never mind. The wrench goes from one hand to the other, then the man with the ponytail sits down across from you, while the other disappears into the kitchen. Sorry about the noise. The machina... no, it's probably Macchina per Espresso shot. I'm Enzo. Are you here about the ad? Sure. Yes. You figure you've got nothing to lose by playing along. It's simple. We need help waiting tables, especially weekends and evenings. Have you ever done that? Yes, I've had several waitressing jobs, but in cafes. Well, this is a restaurant, but it's not so different from a cafe. Aspetta. Enzo has just noticed the cat, which is perched on one of the tables and is giving itself a good wash, getting in the way of the table settings. Aslan. I thought it said Asian, and I was very concerned for a second. What? Can you put the cat out, please? He's managed to get into the dining room again. Ever since Aslan's sister started feeding it, we can't get rid of it. Enzo hesitates for a moment before asking loftily, Ahem, tell me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Cut the crap, Enzo. Tell her you'll take her on a trial basis. This isn't a recruitment agency. That is not how you hold the kitty. That is not how you hold the kitty. I mean, I always need D. You I can manage without. You're right. It's ridiculous. How many hours a week could you do? At the moment, I'm free a lot of the time, but that could change. If it works for you, we'll start you off with 3 evenings plus weekends, and we'll adjust it according to your availability. Okay. Can I see your ID just to check your age? Yes, of course. You rummage through your bag and hand him your ID card. Magdalena. Just Lena. We'll be friendly. I like foster family called by the diminutive. I've gotten used to it. Oh, I see. But Magdalena is fine too. Oh God, the fake smile. Well then, welcome aboard, Magdalena, aka Just Lena. Enzo offers you his hand. You shake it almost instinctively. When can you start? Right away! Great. Service starts in 1 hour. Come on, I'll show you the kitchens. There's lockers for your stuff in the cloakroom. Aslan, have we got any small size aprons left? Oh, Johnny, before you completely disappear. Um, so, you know how I said our dishwasher wasn't working? Yeah, no, he tried it again after he woke up this afternoon and it just magically worked. I was just like, I'm not questioning it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, we don't need a new dishwasher as of yet. Curse this one out and threaten it with expulsion, and then it's just like, oh wait, no, I'll work. It's the end of the shift. You join Aslan, who's smoking a cigarette in the restaurant's backyard. You only smoke very occasionally, but you figure you could really do with one now too. You sit on the steps facing him. We'll start with is it like that every night instead of trying to be a mooch? Is it like that every night? The art style in this is pretty. Yep, not exactly restful, is it? We're by far the cheapest restaurant in the neighborhood. Enzo insists we keep the prices affordable. So we have a full house every night, victims of our own success, he says. But I hope that won't put you off, huh? We really need the help, as you can tell. Aslan chuckles. You can count on me. Just as well tell me, what do you do when you're not juggling 6 orders and 3 pizzas at a time? I'm a dancer. Ah, that's why you've moved here. Yes. It's not easy to make your mark in the art communities. No, but I'm not going to give up. No, it's tough, but I'm not giving up. A sigh escapes you before you can get a grip on yourself. Anyway, thanks for the job opportunity. My savings have just been melting away. Oh, it's not me you need to thank. It's Enzo. He's the boss. Tell me, have you heard about the neighborhood association? The neighborhood association? Yes, it's called the St. Louis Circle. We rent a place on, well, St. Louis Street. There's quite a few activities, especially the dance club. That's interesting. Well, we're having a neighborhood dinner for the association's new season 2 weeks Saturday. In any case, Enzo's closing the pizzeria to be there, and Samira's requisitioned the kitchen to make samosas. Samira? That's my sister's name, the former waitress. And trust me, you really don't want to miss out on Samira's samosas. That's fun to say. Samira's samosas. That's another thing I want to hear Johnny say. Samira's samosas. Samira's samosas. What? What are you doing to all those nautilus? You taking them for a walk? Or a swim, I guess? He has like 5 nautilus on leads. Oh, 4. Sorry, I thought I saw an extra. That means you're slacking. You need one more. Oh, you're looking? Oh. In that case, I guess I don't have a choice. I'm forced to accept the invitation. The door into the yard opens and Enzo sticks his head out. Lena? Yes? I printed your work contract. Do you want to take a look and get it signed? I'll be right there. Aslan gives you a smile as you follow Enzo into the office. Shh. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Act 1. Pretty. Adage. Miss Sadier? The corridor light comes on and the door to Andrea's apartment flies open. It's after midnight. You're just back from work at the pizzeria, and after a week at this pace, you only dream of one thing, going to bed. Could I speak to you for a minute, please? Can it wait until tomorrow? The old lady looks outraged before she says, in a bewildered whisper, I'm worried about you. We'll do okay, but be quick. Okay, but be quick, it's late. Oop, I missed that. Seeing as you seem more interested in doing I don't know what with I don't know who, I picked up the phone and made a few calls. I've got a list for you of companies to contact.
And I'll just turn around.
It's a True! Hi, True.
What?
How are you?
Since she's supposed to turn around and do the last 5.
What did
Johnny
I
just sent me a
hear?
picture of me on the TV. With
Something I
bats.
never want to hear again.
There's bats on the wall. It's freaking bats. I love Halloween. Sorry, that was just like my brain going on its own for a little bit there. True, how are you? I hope you're having a good Monday. We'll say thank you because that's polite. There's a wild Makuhita in chat. Catch that Pokemon. You're welcome, but try to make good use of it. She holds out the list. You take it. It's late. You're keeping me up. If you'll excuse me. You wanted to talk to me. She leaves you standing with your list and your guilt. You climb the stairs, go into your room, and flop down on the bed. Aren't you going to look at the list? I just need a minute. You let out a long sigh before turning your attention to the list. The Outpost. Dang it! Yes, I made a note to go back there, and I don't know that name. Why does it keep doing that? There are Odeons in every city in the country, but the outpost, it's different. Do you think it might be a lead to your mom? That would be strange, wouldn't it? I was adopted by my grandmother a few days after I was born. There's no chance I could remember anything about her. But your grandmother might have mentioned her in passing. Maybe, I don't know. It was a long time ago now. Yes, Andre's written down the date of the auditions. That fits with the info I got. When will you go? She's written that the first session is on Thursday afternoon. I'll call tomorrow to confirm.
You were
Thursday.
close.
After losing your way 3 times in the tangle of narrow streets, here you are looking at the outpost. Unlike your last visit, the place seems far more vibrant, almost welcoming. There's a buzz inside as if the place had just opened up after the summer break. You push the door and find yourself transported to an unexpected world. It is indeed an old theater, but it emanates an aura of sanctity that you can feel almost physically. It's far removed from the modern buildings you're used to. Shh. Okay, big guy, good. And even the National Opera, with its gilding and Rococo marbles, didn't have this effect on you. You're so absorbed in contemplating the Art Deco woodwork and furnishings that you didn't notice the 2 young men who ask you if you'd mind getting out of their way. You apologize and take a couple of steps back. Your attention is drawn to the clothes racks. The clothes racks, they're moving from one wing of the theater to the other, groaning under the weight of the colorful, glittering stage costumes. Big Eye, please keep volume down, please. I see. Inside voice though, okay? Thank you. On your right, a group of young women are disappearing into the corridor to backstage. They must be auditionees. On the other side, behind the box office, a middle-aged woman is checking a list. She doesn't look like your typical ticket office clerk with her stern aspect and the skirt suit that screams high-level job, but lacking anyone more amenable to talk to, you approach her anyway. Bold. Hello? Alright, she looks straight up like the one teacher from Center Stage. Tell me I'm wrong. Who's the actress's name escapes me right now, but she also voiced Mother Gothel in Tangled. Donna Murphy. Thank you. Who am I thinking? Anyway, hello. Just a moment. She doesn't seem in any rush to answer you. 2 minutes later, she's still absorbed in her list. You want to wait with someone in the ballet in the company that you're trying to go with. You decide to try and stay in the woman's good graces. After all, you're the one who needs help. After a long wait, she finally raises her eyes. What can I do for you? Well, I'm a dancer. I'm here for... You're late. We're about to start. Have you got your resume? Late? It's at least half an hour before the time Andrea had written down. You rummage through your bag and place the precious document on the counter, trying not to panic. A hand sneaks in from your right and takes the paper. Ooh. And she looks like the bitchy ballerina from Center Stage, who was also in 10 Things I Hate About You. Whose name I also just don't know. You're welcome. You turn and find another woman with a dancer's physique, but middle-aged, has crept in close to you. What, big guy? Uh-oh. Well, you can find more. Her ice blue eyes carefully study your feeble list of professional experiences before they come to rest on you. She gives off an aura of authority. Big girl, can you keep it down too, please? Okay, thank you. She gives off an aura of authority. She seems to think deeply for a few moments before tersely revealing her decision. Follow me. Then she adds to the woman behind the counter. Lydia, could you send Arnaud to the big rehearsal room, please? Without a word, Lydia picks up the intercom. The other woman is already being swallowed up into the depths of the theater. You trot behind her, trying to keep up, and you find yourself in a labyrinthine jumble of corridors and staircases that you cross before emerging into a large room bathed in light. A man in a tweed suit with a mustache and small round spectacles leans back against a half-open window smoking a cigarette. Seeing you enter, he nonchalantly tosses the butt outside before he seats himself at an old baby grand piano. Grasping what you're expected to do, you start getting ready to dance. She nudges your shoes disdainfully with her toe. You won't need those. Say nothing. You don't want to piss this bitch off. You're not exactly delighted to dance barefoot, but maybe it's part of the test. Unsure, you decide not to mention it. Just as you're finished getting ready, a young man enters and strides across the room. You realize immediately that it's the dancer you met the other day, who in all likelihood would be Arnaud. Deborah? Arnaud, show her the duo. Arnaud quickly explains the choreography to you. You nod your head, trying to memorize the different moves you're going to do together. His confidence and the way he takes the time to let you digest the information, checking that you understand each step, is very reassuring. Arnaud? Oh, thank you, Melums. I was thinking it was like Arnold. Hey, Arnold! Arnold. Like that? I'm hurting Melum's ears. Deborah comes over several times to pick you up on your position or timing. You correct yourself as well as you can. Of course, Melums, I appreciate you. I don't speak French. I managed to get through the dance terms because I at one point knew them. You know you're putting yourself on the line for a place in this company, the only one that's given you a chance up till now. Then Deborah signals the pianist and you begin. Arno is watchful, attuned. He knows the routine perfectly and does everything he can to make things easier for you, which isn't a simple task. Everything is unusual between the strange rhythm of the music coming from the piano, the series of movements which questions every academic certainty that had been etched into your body year after year. You and you waver over a fragile line between sophistication and animality. Oh my. In his arms you fly and drop with the lightness of a swallow and the power of a hawk. Deborah interrupts you, asks you to reposition yourself. You don't understand what's wrong. Her instructions are so strange and counterintuitive. It's hard to understand exactly what she expects of you, but you have no choice but to trust her. You put yourself back in position and you begin. And suddenly time twists into creeping contractions. Nothing exists but the knot and the root, chemical wedding between you and the night. Then you're ripped from the joining of the worlds when Deborah claps her hands twice. That was pretty. The music stops immediately. Stop. That's enough. We'll stop there. Thank you for trying. No, come on. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it to stop. Alright, so that is after the Wane. Thank you again, Mooncat Games, for sending me the demo. Obviously, I enjoyed it. I actually got, you know, how people get like those chills with certain music. The bit where like the flowers were spawning as they were dancing, that gave me those chills, and I was like, yeah, I know. It's not fair. Thank you for the GT on the demo. It doesn't have a release date as of yet, but that is beautiful. Welcome back, Alhuno. All right. So let me